this album is stout like an energy. I never fall short, I just keep coming. I huff and I snort to the goal, yo. I ain't your friend, ho, I take you down, though. We fight for our rights, this isn't a game. We live for the ride, we're going down in flames. We don't give nothing when nothing is due. In the end, when it falls, it's on top of you.
You are now listening to Fresco Matic Radio. Behold.
Oh, ha, 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 ha. What's going on? Yeah! Ha, ha. You know what I got in my hands. You've been asking the questions. I got all the answers for you today. Because I'm smooth. I'm cool. I am. Ha, ha. Woo. Fresh. I am the street sweeper, the fly, the baddest man alive. And once again, welcome to season 2 premiere of the Fresco Show. What's going on, Madam Rice? How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good.
All right, yes. You see this right here.
It's
A lot of
season
people out here
2.
asking me questions. What's going on? I got you. Hold your horses. Let me sit right there. Championship edition, folks. Don't go nowhere. We gonna kick it right now. Yeah.
Yeah, season 2.
Oh, season 2, we are here. Put my headphones on. My beautiful theme song. Woo! Yeah. Behold, you are now in the presence of the fly. Yeah. What's popping off, folks? This is once again the Fresco Show, and we are starting this new year off with a bang, folks. 2021, we trying to do things better. We trying to do things more efficient, and we trying to do things the right way, folks. This is season 2. You know what, man? We came a long way, Madam Rice. Came a long way from our first episode back in August all the way to season 2, episode 14 of the Fresco Show, folks. It has been a wonderful, splendiferous ride, and I will promise, as long as I'm alive, I will try my best to bring the best possible entertainment and content to you on a regular basis. We are live on all types of platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Go Live, Vegas, and many, many more, folks. We are all over the internet, guys. We are getting it popping. Man, I'm feeling great right now. But you know what? I can feel a little bit better. Because we know we got, folks. I got me some E&J, the classic. We back, folks. We are back. You know, this between, I had a choice between getting some E&J or that wine I saw in the fridge. I was like, man, should I have a wine night here? But I was like, you know what? I got the article man coming in today. Absolutely. I got a lot to get off my chest. This was an E&J type of night. So if you don't mind me, let me pour this up. Yeah. Nothing like E&J, folks. I swear, if you think E&J is like bad, you are just bougie. Bougie and uncultured.
Hey, what's wrong with being bougie?
When it comes to the drinks, a lot. You know how it goes. Yes. All right, y'all. All right. Let me get this drink in. Yes, sir. Madam Rice, let's start the year off right with news on the fly. What do we got?
All right. Rest in peace, Brody Lee.
I want to start this off real quick because we weren't on the air when this happened, but I do want to give my condolences first and foremost to me, a upcoming, icon in the game. Mr. Brody Lee, he passed a few weeks ago, actually before Christmas, and or after Christmas and a lung ailment had hindered him, and he was sick for months, they said. I think what I found most impressive with Brody Lee was the fact that he was not only just a big man, but he was such an agile, like he knew how to use his body correctly. They always tell you kind of in wrestling, use your body to your advantage, whatever size you are. So if you're a small guy going for, certain moves, certain styles, like do that, commit to it. Brody Lee always committed to his style. He never changed up. And it's unfortunate.
Yeah, that guy, he must have been like, man, easy 6'5".
He was tall. He was tall, big, and just looked menacing.
Yeah.
There's certain guys in the game where you look at them, you just know, man, that's gonna be a long night in the office. And I could tell looking at Mr. Brody Lee that it was definitely that situation. Reading all the reports and all the comments and all the Twitters and all the accounts, all the people he's reached out to throughout the years, he was a very positive influence to the wrestling industry, something that we need more of.
Right. Yeah.
So,
and I think AEW did right by him too. You know, like I felt like I knew a little bit about Brody Lee after watching that tribute show.
Absolutely, AEW did a fantastic job paying homage to Brody Lee, having the whole show dedicated towards him. His group, his faction, the Dark Order, had a clean sweep that night. It was one of the best / bittersweet shows I've seen, because it was so amazing to watch, to see how everyone was just emoting and just showing love and respect for Brody Lee. But also, they put on a good show too. It's one thing to do that, but also put on a good show and not be distracted enough to not perform. And they did that. Of course, they gave the old TNT championship actually to Brody Lee's son.
To his son.
Negative one is what they're calling him. I catch him all the time on videos beating up wrestlers now, so I think that's a really cool.
That's awesome.
That's a really cool thing. They're all selling for him too. So just condolences and respect to Mr. Brody Lee. He made sure that wrestling always felt more important when he was in there. Rather it was the Wyatt family, rather it was by himself, rather it was Mr. Brody Lee in AEW. Part of me still wishes I could have seen him in somewhere like New Japan, really duke it out and show his true power level, as I call it, in front of other guys. But I think he did a lot in the time he was here.
Yeah.
So,
how long was his career?
I believe he wrestled since, I think, the early 2000s. I could be wrong, but he's one of the guys that's been around for a while. He's been around a lot of locker rooms, met a lot of people from all types of levels and situations. Rest in peace, Mr. Brody Lee.
Yeah, rest in peace.
What do we have next up on News on the Fly?
Kraken Christmas 2 is in the books.
Okay, so we talk a lot about making a difference. I think 2020 was all about making and creating history. If you missed it, please check it out. Grab you some smoke, grab you a drink, and watch that one night. Kraken's Christmas. We finished that up for Christmas, a little special. I know it's January now, but if you didn't see it, check it out. It's absolutely hilarious. Of course, I'm starring in the little flick, the little special, alongside Sky High, Frank the Tank, Players Club, all of BBW's favorites.
Madam Rice.
Madam Rice. Madam Rice is in the show too as well.
One in there.
and that's what happened. We put a lot of work into it, and it really just flowed well. Honestly, as far as not toot your own horn, but I've never seen a wrestling Christmas special before. So I think that was pretty cool that we were able to do something like that. Just a reminder of what it is, folks. It's available right now on YouTube at Big Valley Wrestling on YouTube, folks. The whole movie is in full length. Do not forget, folks. What do we have next on News on the Fly?
The Browns finally exorcised their demons.
Oh.
Tom Brady, of course, is still the GOAT.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So, NFL playoffs were this weekend. I got to talk about it. The Browns. Now, let me put some preference on the Browns. The Browns are essentially the Clippers of the NFL. NFL, where they are always ridiculed, always made to look like fools, always have really bad luck when it comes to just situations, whether it's playoffs, whether it's coaching, whether it's a quarterback. They have had the toughest time breaking through. In the toughest division in football most years, with the Steelers, Baltimore, and Cincinnati. The other night, they finally broke a long-term curse that has affected them in their history. They have not won a road game, Madam Rice, since 1979.
Dang, and they won one the other night.
And they have not won a playoff game since 1995 in general.
Okay, did they win their game?
Yes, they won their game.
Good.
They won their game last night. They destroyed the Pittsburgh Steelers. in grandiose
Wow.
fashion. Shout out to my dad. He's a Steelers fan. I know he's not happy right now, but I told you a long time ago, time was up for Big Ben, and they made it so. They had no coaching staff. They were all sick with COVID. So the special teams
They were
coordinator
Uh-huh.
coordinator came through and coached for the Browns, and they had no time to practice because they were all on quarantine. They couldn't even practice for this playoff game, and they beat the dog shit out of the Steelers this weekend. They started off the gate with a fumble into a touchdown, and then 28-0 before you know it. Mm-hmm. Big shout out to the Cleveland Browns. As a Clippers fan, I felt a little bit of that revenge. You know, I hope one day I can feel that too. I hope one day, knock on wood, pray to Jesus. I want to feel that one day.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Are the Clippers the biggest threat to the Lakers?
Speaking of which, Clipper talk, folks, you know I got to do it since everyone's talking massa about the Clippers the last several months. When it comes to the NBA right now, it's very up and down. We got a whole lot of teams that are dropping games left and right. So no one's taking a clear lead just yet in the NBA. But then you got the LA Clippers. Despite having a horrible, historic loss early on in the season, they have managed to still be in the top 3 in the West. And Paul George, a.k.a. Playoff P, people are calling him Pandemic P. It's wrong. You know, he's been doing well ever since. He's been averaging 25 points, 7 assists, 8 rebounds. And he has been killing it. Shout out to Paul George. Clipper haters out there, y'all can suck a left nut because when it comes to it, y'all know the best story in sports is the LA Clippers.
Yeah, and you know what else? After hearing about the Browns, that gives me some hope for the Clippers.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that was your point.
There is energy in converting what that means for teams that have been in futility for so long.
Absolutely.
Hard times don't last forever. You know, I know a fan, Danny Rose, Suavecito. He's actually a longtime Browns fan. He said he grew up, he never knew what the Browns looked like winning because he was never alive for any of it. So I was happy for him that he was able to see the Browns do some shit for once.
Nice.
You know, so big props to that. The Clippers are next up. Knock on wood. Usually I say something like that and they end up screwing up the next few games in a row. So hopefully I got a reverse on the curse. Reverse on the curse.
Yeah, hopefully they pull it together.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, what else we got?
Okay, storming the Capitol.
All right, guys. So, unless you've been under a rock in the last couple of weeks.
Unless you are, what's his name? Patrick the Star.
unless you've been chilling underneath a rock, you have not seen what's going on with the Capitol being stormed last week and it being an absolute mess. Absolute mess. There's people over there climbing over things, going through the fences, going into the building, stealing stuff,
defecating in the halls.
You know, just being ignorant. But then when you ask them, they say it's revolution. You know, it is wild to see someone have such an influence like this. This never known before in history. We've never seen it before in U.S. history or really world history where we're having this type of crowd come in and storm the Capitol.
You're right.
They did that. Of course, a lot of them have been outed already have been arrested, already been sent to jail. So a lot of the people who you've seen smiling and cackling and kikiing on the way out are now crying up in the jail cell.
Right.
I think this answers this asks a bigger question. Where do we go from here? I tell you what, I know for a lot of people, we can't wait until this is situated, is done.
Yeah, January 20th.
Yeah, and that's when old boy gets up out of here, right? And then we can try to start something new. Not a guarantee it's gonna work, but we got to do something.
Right.
We got to do something because we're looking at this, and I swear, you know, I don't got to say it, but you already know that was certain people that did that instead of who was there.
It would have been a massacre.
It would have been a massacre. It would have been blood on them stairs.
They wouldn't even have gotten in.
You know, if they would have got in, they would have got in like wounded.
Right, barely making it.
Shotgun wounds to the leg, just insane. Insane, and so many of them got through, and there was no security that was like willing to be forceful with them. So, to me, it just adds the layer that there is always going to be more than one America when it comes to circumstances and preferential treatment.
Right. I remember just one of the videos that I saw of one of the police that he was running up the stairs. He was basically getting ambushed by all the people going up the stairs. He was the only one. I can't even imagine how scared he probably felt for his life.
Yeah, he was running back, and those dudes were coming forward. Like, man, you must be real bold, man. It must be what a life to not have to worry about certain things. You can just go up to somebody and be like, hey, I'm gonna do this, even if the dude's armed. Not worry about your life.
Yeah, not even to mention the life that was lost.
Exactly. And I'm not a person that's gonna laugh at that because nothing's ever funny about someone dying.
Right.
But I know a lot of people were like, well, if they did this and that, I'm like, that doesn't solve anything.
Yeah.
That doesn't solve anything because we don't need lives lost any more than we're already losing at the current moment. So we got to find a way. We got to find a way to communicate. That's our biggest issue, folks. Absolutely. And anything else on there before we go?
The last topic is one of my personal favorites, Drew McIntyre. Tests positive for COVID.
Yeah. I feel like when you're wrestling, and we're always subject to multiple COVID tests before we go out there and wrestle. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure for Drew, he's been at it all year, trying to hold the company down for Raw, trying to hold down his spot, trying to be the champion that they want him to be and more. So to get hit with that is unfortunate. I feel like now the way COVID is being treated, for most people, not all, it's being treated more like a little injury where you're out for a couple of weeks maybe, and then if you're feeling better and you test negative a couple of times, you can come back. Right. So hopefully Drew said he was asymptomatic, so he wasn't feeling any pain or anything.
Yeah, well, that's good.
So that is good to see, folks. Guys, be careful out there. We are still in a pandemic, so take care of yourself. Keep yourself clean and keep it real good, folks. Is that all we got?
That's all we got.
All right, guys, do not go anywhere. I got a lot of explaining to do coming up next on that very fight championship you see right in front of there. How did it happen? What's going to happen next? And what do I have in store? Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with a fresh cut. Don't go anywhere.
Are you looking for a reliable place to get a haircut? Or is it time for your man to get that shape up? Look no further than Las Vegas's own A1 Barbershop. Located in the heart of the Boulevard Mall to fulfill all of your hair needs. With top-tier barbers such as Slow, artist Cushy Jackson, and Fresco's personal barber Brennan.
What you got in this thing? See what you got up in here, huh? See what you got for me. What's in here? You remember 97 ECW? New Jack? Big Grimes?
Yeah, here we go.
We're back.
Yeah. Ha 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 ha. What's going on, folks? This is the Fresco Show Season 2 premiere, folks. We still got a lot of things to get into, a lot of things to get going, folks. Do not forget to give us a call here on the show at 702-329-6947, folks. Do not forget to give us a call, folks. We were here. We are live. And you know what? It's about that time, Madam Rice. It's about that time. So, the question I've been hearing all week, really the last couple of weeks, is what's going on with you and that fight championship?
Yeah.
How did you get it? What's going on with it? And what do you have next? So let me explain what happened. If you didn't catch the Kraken's Christmas special, it wasn't just a special. It was very much a canon event that happened in Big Valley, because the whole purpose of me going after Santa Claus was to get the opportunity that I have earned. And now we go to a flashback way back to last June. I was in a triple threat match to earn the right to fight for the fighting championship. And due to circumstances, that didn't happen, even though I won the match. Afterwards, after I go do Frank the Tank, after I go to everyone else and all that stuff going on, I was asked to have the responsibility to be the new fighting champion. Now, I know people might say, oh, yeah, you know, what's going on with that? How'd you get it? Why'd you get it like that? Well, because, you know, it's not necessarily how you get it, it's how you keep it. And for the last year, I would say 2020, I've been holding Big Valley on my back. I've been carrying Big Valley as well as other places in Vegas on my back, trying to be creative in a year where there was nothing available.
That you have.
There was nothing going on. No shows on a weekly basis going on. No casino shows popping. I'm still doing what I can to keep Vegas going. Amongst other people, I know people around the Vegas Valley doing their thing too, but I got to put in my share as well. So with that being said, I was, what's the word that Kevin Duck has used? Oh, gifted the fighting championship. But that does not mean that a champion rests on his laurels. I have been fighting all year plus to be next up, not just in Las Vegas, but everywhere in the wrestling scene. And we do that by creating. We don't just make history, we create history. So, for all my people out there who has a problem or has issue with me being the new fighting champion, guess what? I got something for you. Because as the fighting champion, the rules state the only way to win is by tap out, by knockout, or by referee stoppage. So here's the deal. You think you better? You can prove it? You think you more worthy than I am of my situation or what I've earned? Come take it. Because going forward, I am issuing the first ever Fresco's Fight Champ Challenge. This goes out to every single wrestler in the Valley. And if you can make it here beyond of what's going on, come see me. Cut a promo on me. Let me know. Tag me. Let me know how you feel. And if I see so fit, and if we're going to see so fit, we will make the match happen. And this can be at any location. This title was not doing well before Fresco Matic touched it. Kevin Duckets had the title and threw it away like it was nothing because he wanted different things. I'm not going to do that with this because you have to value the time that you have. You have to value the situation and role that you've been put in. So going forward, if anybody wants to challenge the Fly to a fight title rules match at any location, give me a holler. I'm not hard to find. I'm not hard to not see. I'm right here. I got the platform. You want your shot? Come get it. That goes for everybody at Big Valley. That goes for everybody at Versus. That goes for everybody at FSW. That goes for everybody who's a free agent in the game. I'm calling you out. Step to the plate. You think you better? You think you can earn it? What's up? That's what I'm talking about, folks. The Fresco's Fight Champ Challenge. You know, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make that history. We're trying to make that thing go, and I'm ready for anybody. I'm ready for anybody because I'm here to make a point and to prove that Fresco is one thing, and that's ready. It's ready. So come bring it on. Come see the Fly in action, and I'll show you exactly what's coming your way, folks. And that goes for anybody who wants to give me a shout, wants to call me out in promos. I've been waiting for this for a long time.
Yeah, they could even call in
They
now.
can call in right now if they want.
If they want that smoke.
If they want the smoke, if they want to jabber jaw and jabber talk with me, give us a call right now and see what's going on, folks. There's your Iggy if you're looking for it. So come through and see what's popping because the Fly ain't backing down. We got a call right now? All right. Line. You are on the line on the Fresco Show. What's your name and where are you from?
Let's go. This is greatness, Brandon G. And let me get this straight. You have an open challenge for the Big Valley Fighting Championship.
That's exactly what it is, Brandon G. Oh, so Brandon G. Okay, what's going on with you? Why do you think you deserve a shot at the fighting champion?
Well, Fresco, let me be first to say, I think it's a very bold move of you to put your title on the line like this. But it is also a very stupid one, Fresco.
Okay.
Because let's face the facts, Fresco Matic. I respect you. Okay, I do. But the fact of the matter is that your singles career ain't the brightest. And what I mean by that, Fresco, is that we all know that the success you've had is because you had someone with you. Now you might be a former Big Valley tag team champion. Might have had a great year with Lights, Camera, Faction. But Fresco, I didn't forget that you came up short against the Shade for that Level Up Championship at Versus. And I also remember that you came up short last Saturday against Ice Williams for the No Limits Championship. And unfortunately for you, Fresco, if you have the guts to put the title on the line, the result is the exact same with you coming up short.
You know, Brandon G, man, I respect you too, man. I seen you come up at Future Stars of Wrestling, trying to get your name out there. But I'll tell you what you just messed up on. You messed up on the fact that now, because look, the thing about being a champion, the thing about being a singles champion that I'm learning is that all I need is that extra motivation. And you just gave that to me. Brandon G, you think you can mess with my career? Mess with what I've done? Come bring it. You know where to find me. If you want to be first up for the challenge, I have no problem giving you the smoke. And that's not fact or opinion. That's the gospel. So greatness, you better figure out what that is and how that flies through, because the street sweeper, is not playing any games when it comes to reputation. So Brandon G, greatness, bring your best, bring your ass, because guess what? It's going to be a long lunch day. I'll see you soon, Brandon G. I'll see you soon.
Let me leave you with this, Fresco. When I beat you for the fighting championship and rename it the Greatness Championship, not only will you know, but the rest of the world will know why it's G for greatness.
Oh, man, he's waiting for that line. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Brandon G. Absolutely, thank you. Is someone else on the line already? Someone else on the line? Okay. If you were calling before, please give us a call back, folks. I got all day. We can do all this, folks. As a matter of fact, did you just hear that? Brandon G.
He wants to smoke.
Brandon G is trying to get a lick off the fly. Okay. Not who I expected to challenge me firsthand, but you know what? He's got some balls. I'll give him that. But you know what? Whoever's calling, hold on real quick, folks. We'll be right back with a quick commercial break. Then I'm bringing in the article man. And if y'all got something to say then, please speak up. We'll be right back, guys.
Are you looking for someone to provide training to your sales staff? Do you need a motivational speaker about how to handle change? Do you have an upcoming event that needs an MC to handle those responsibilities? Well, look no further than longtime Las Vegas radio personality Aaron Phillips. I am local to Las Vegas and I can blend my talents with any audience. For more information, please visit www.aaronphillipsvoice.com and book me for your next event or training needs.
See that right there? That smoke is right there. That smoke music. What's going on, folks? We back here, and I'm live with the article man himself. How you doing, Brian?
What's up, Fresco? How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Good to have you back. One of our official sponsors here at the Fresco Show is, you know what? You're my first reoccurring guest.
Well, that's great.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. It took me long enough to come back.
It is all good. It is all good, folks. We still got the line open, guys. Give us a call here. We are accepting calls right now at 702-329-6947. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's popping off, guys? You know, Mr. Article Man, how are you feeling, man?
I feel good.
You feel good.
Feel good.
Yeah. Feel good.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Enjoyed
sir.
the movie, by the way.
Thank you, man.
I thought Ricardo and Julian did a great job with the movie. You did a terrific job. Players Club and Sky High. I thought the Sahara Event Center scene was fantastic.
Oh man,
they were hilarious.
It was great.
Hilarious.
It was really fun doing it. Really fun having my boys with us and just getting that going. That was really fun. So to have that go on, it was cool. It was about a 3-week process,
Okay.
but we made the best of what we could, man. We made the best.
Was it easier than you thought it would be to do something like that?
A little bit. I think I was just I've been so prepared to just play me and just do me the whole time that when Ricardo asked me just to be myself and be the fly, it just kind of just came. Whatever words came, whether it was the best word or not, I used it and tried my best with it. So yeah, I think so, man. I think that's a cool little notch under the belt. Have a little special under your belt, a little special.
Definitely.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So, so what you got for us today, man? You bringing some news going on with the articles or anything?
I got a little bit of news. We're gonna only talk. I'm only gonna release a little bit of this. I'm not gonna talk about who's involved yet, but we're gonna be releasing towards WrestleMania weekend. That's our plan right now. We're going to do a top 30, under 30, unsigned wrestlers in Las Vegas. So guys that are spending time here on a regular basis, prospects. Obviously, guys like Chris Bay won't be on the rankings. He signed, but it's me, and we've got a few others that are going to be on the guests. We're going to have a show.
Wow.
So we're real excited about it. I expect you to be on the list.
Wow, that's cool. The best. So top 30 under 30.
Top 30 unsigned under 30 years old. So guys that spend their time in Vegas, they don't necessarily have to be from Las Vegas, but as long as they're wrestling here on a regular basis, they're eligible.
Oh man, that should be real cool. I know a lot of us really try to pay attention to things like that, kind of see what the pulse is and how people look at where we're at. So I think that would be really awesome. Of course, I would love to be in that top category, but I will definitely let y'all interpret the rankings. So it's always a fun thing to check out for sure. So
and it's competitive.
There's
so much talent in the area.
Absolutely,
right now that
absolutely.
It's not easy putting that together. I haven't put mine together yet. I still. Every day I'm like, well, no, I want not him. I'll put him on or her or whatever. So it's tough. There's a lot of good talent here.
I definitely agree. Every time I look at the locker room in any place I'm at, I'm like, man, it's a lot of talent.
Yeah,
Any moment, any point, one of those people can just blow up, and you wouldn't be surprised. Definitely be nice to see. That's something to look forward to, folks. Look out for the best 30 under 30 coming soon. WrestleMania season. That's some pretty big nugget news there. I've noticed also recently with your articles, you've been doing a lot of pieces on Las Vegas history when it comes to wrestling.
Yes, sir.
How did that come into play?
That's something that we've wanted to do from the very beginning. Las Vegas wasn't a regular territory in the beginning when NWA,
right.
1948, when the NWA put all the official territories together. Las Vegas didn't have the population. There wasn't enough going on for them to warrant a territory like Los Angeles, Chicago,
for sure.
Larger cities. So what I wanted to do was, as we started researching it and looking at more of what happened in the past, how far back did it really go? Because some people thought, well, it just went back to the AWA years in the 80s, but it went way beyond that. And we found that, there were matches in Boulder City in the early 30s. And this is with pretty good, some of the information you find, you have to be real careful because you don't know if they're just putting stuff on a site to have content. So I've kind of you're using the internet.
You got to fact check a little bit too.
Books. I use a lot of Tim Hornbaker's books. Shout out to him. He's the best wrestling history writer in the game as far as I'm concerned.
I like it.
Yeah. So I'm excited, and I really want to expand on it. We're gonna do that was really just a basic, kind of an overview of the history, but I want to get way more into detail. We want to do some stuff on the AWA when they were here and so.
Yeah, that's very cool. People always seem to kind of forget or just not know about the Vegas history when it comes to pro wrestling. So I was happy when I saw the article. I'm like, cool, you get a chance to see, who popped in here in and out throughout the years and what kind of helped.
Luthez a couple times.
Yeah, so that's
really
huge
cool.
to have like Luthez and guys from the AWA have shows and have big matches here in Vegas. History of Vegas is such a unique one considering how desolate it was in the beginning and how it kind of created itself out of nowhere and really became a big metropolitan place throughout the decades. So to get that type of information with wrestling, to show that Vegas didn't just start wrestling here in the early 2000s or stuff. Like, there's some roots that go back that led the foundation to this too.
Because we always get talked about with boxing and even now MMA, the fight capital of the world.
Yeah.
We just wanted to find out where, how deep does wrestling go? And it's cool to see that it did. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Yo, man, so throughout the 2020 year, I know we didn't get a chance to watch a whole lot of wrestling in Vegas, but what is your overall thoughts on just seeing the current ecosystem here in Las Vegas as far as the pro wrestling is concerned? What have you noticed from the past year?
I'm glad you asked me that because I think I thought it was a really positive vibe through 2020 when I was really excited to see a lot of the things guys did. Just off the top, I know Sean Black's from LA, but he wrestles here a lot. He got in great shape. Shade looks fantastic.
Yeah.
You saw Jody. Jody's talked a lot of stuff about things that he did that worked for him, and not just in wrestling, stuff you've done. You had a great 2020, not just in the ring, but what you've done outside of it. I feel like guys have the right perspective. Instead of just folding and saying, well, we're not going to have shows all the time, we're going to do a lot of other really cool things to keep the momentum going. So I don't feel like the city lost any momentum.
Yeah.
And that's what I think was the most exciting, was everybody just kind of came together and made it better instead of just feeling bad about it.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Shogun writes on Instagram. He knows. He says he knows I'm watching him on Instagram. He says you need to get liquored up. Hey, I got the liquor right here, Shogun. Ooh, the kung fu master Shogun. It is all good. I see you watching me, Shogun. It is all good. It's all good. I see what you up to. But absolutely, Mr. Article Man. I do think that having things to do, like guys, not even me, but guys were really find a way to keep themselves relevant. Find ways to do things to keep people interested, because there's so many different ways to reach the audience and let them know that you're still working on things. Whether it's training videos, whether it's workout videos, whether it's promos, whether it's all that and all those things. So it's definitely one of those. Oh, someone's giving us a call here on the Fresco Show. What is your name and where are you from?
Oh man, Fresco. It's your buddy Eli. Eli Quick.
Eli Quick?
Yeah, your buddy.
Oh
my goodness.
Hey, Eli Quick. Hey.
Oh my, this is crazy. I've been calling all night. Let me first start off with love. I love the show. All right, man.
Sound like Joe Budden.
Long time listener, first time calling in. Let me get to the hate though. I see that you got a belt, and I see that you got like your own little open challenge thing, and I think that's all real cool. Let me stop everyone from else calling, because I'm challenging you, right? And then once I beat you, then I can rename it the Eli Quick. I don't know. It's a working name. I haven't got that far yet.
Okay, so Eli, so correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you retire like several months ago? Didn't Lights Camera Faction put you out of commission several months ago? You left your boy Hyperstreak all by himself at the Future Stars, but now you want to buck up to me and challenge me for the title. What gives you the gall to do that, Eli Quick?
So actually, yeah, you are correct. I did retire, but while I was retired, all you did was run your mouth about me, somebody that can't come back to get you, which seems kind of strange.
Okay.
Second off, I don't know why you would have an open challenge when you're the least threatening member of Lights Camera Faction. Now, Watson, if Watson had it, that would make sense because he's like probably one of the most gifted wrestlers in FSW. Him having an open challenge, that makes sense. You having one seems kind of strange.
Okay. You know what else seems kind of strange? The fact that after we dropped you over there before the show last year, before the casino show, you haven't been the same since, Eli Quick. I see your little post on Instagram, all weird, woo, and all the little funky little MF Doom references and things. All that is very cute. All that content is very cute. But who are you approaching? Where's your audience at? My audience is right here. You called me. So the challenge really isn't, oh, why do I have a challenge? It's, why should I beat you up for the umpteenth time in a row? So, that's my question to you, Eli Quick.
All right. Well, I would have to check, the history books, but I would go on record on saying that you've never beaten me. Every time that myself or Hyperstreak have been in a tag match against you guys, we've come out on top, I believe.
That's a lie.
I've beaten Watson. I've beaten Braxton, the two best members of Lights Camera Faction.
That's cap. That's cap. You know Fresco Matic is special. The Fly is special. So I'm gonna show you that too. I got Brandon G trying to get me. That's one thing. But I got Eli Quick coming out of retirement. I tell you what, whatever you go by these days, Joseph Atkins, Eli Quick, weird face creature little thing, come through, Eli. Pull up, you'll get done up. How about that? How about that? Challenge accepted.
That sounds great. I'm going to be at Chili's in like 20 minutes if you want to come over there.
Chili's? Nah, man.
Yeah.
Nah, man. I'm on a good diet, man. I'm eating protein shakes, and I got,
They got healthy stuff at Chili's. Calm down for a second. No, they got good stuff.
I am not going to Chili's for a rendezvous to fight. If we're going to fight, we're going to fight in the ring or somewhere else. You got it?
What about Whole Foods?
What Whole Foods talking? What Whole Foods? Sprouts? Talking about Sprouts?
No, Whole Foods. Not Sprouts. Here's the thing. Sprouts is kind of uppity. I was in there like 2 weeks ago. I had like some shorts on. They were looking at me strange. I didn't like that. Weird feeling.
Okay, so how about we do not fight at a Sprouts or a Whole Foods, and when it's time, will be very soon. We can link up. We can do this thing, 1-on-1, you and me. I put you away once and for all. How about that?
That sounds good, man. Hey, I'm running some errands tomorrow. I'll be at Trader Joe's first, then I'll be at the laundromat, then I'll be over in like Spring Mountain if you want to meet over there.
Okay. Thank you for giving me your daily routine in your whatever you're going on, your little item list. I don't need to know that. TMI, Eli. You know what? Get him off the phone. That's enough. Yeah, all right. Thank you. Can you believe that? All these weird challenges.
The audacity.
I put out a damn challenge, and I get Brandon G and Eli Quick from retirement. This is the most unethical challenge ever. But you know what? I'm down. How do you feel about Fresco's fight challenge, Mr.
I like it. I enjoy it. I think it's good that you did it. I think it shows a lot of confidence and belief. I'm excited to see who else might accept the challenge.
I got a weird feeling a lot of people are going to try to, hop on this cloud.
Are you hoping Hammerstone calls or something?
Hammerstone is someone who I can, potentially see coming through.
Chris Bay?
Chris Bay can definitely, get the hands. Hammerstone, we might have to put a little momentary hold on that.
Just be careful on who responds.
Yeah, so people want to respond. Everyone can respond. Not everyone going to get a shot. I still got a goal here. I need 5 consecutive title defenses before I cash this thing in. And I plan on doing it in the best way possible. So hopefully, if we can avoid a Hammerstone or something, that would be splendiferous.
Yeah.
Splendiferous.
For sure. I can understand that.
Yes, sir. So you were saying earlier about the Vegas scene and kind of how it's kind of kept momentum going. What will you be looking forward to this year? Of course, pending if things get better,
of course,
crowd control, and if we can get bigger crowds. Like, what are you hoping to see from the Vegas wrestling scene this year?
Ooh. Obviously, other than just the obvious stuff, I think that I'm excited to see a lot of the young guys that are coming through the academy and the school. I'm looking forward to seeing how they develop this year. And I do every year, but this year probably more in particular because they didn't get a lot of the work in 2020. So I'm interested to see if the extra school, if the extra training pays off more into 2021. And we've seen it already from a couple of these guys towards the end of the year. To see where they go forward, and I know there was a lot of positive stuff from the FSW show, so it's exciting. That's what I'm really interested in seeing.
I like that too. Madam Rice, who are you looking forward to seeing in 2021 in the Vegas Valley as far as wrestling? Like, who are you looking for? Anyone catching your eye particularly?
You know what? I am a big fan of the Suavecitos.
Oh, the Suavecitos.
I am looking to see when the Suavecitos get their first win.
Absolutely, folks.
Hopefully it's in 2021.
That's one of the biggest stories going into 2021,
sure.
I feel.
For sure.
You know, Suavecitos have been so close to getting that illustrious win. You know, people, I feel like, I don't, but a lot of people take wins for granted sometimes because, you know, people grow up so talented and things, but you can be talented and still find a way to be on the street that they're on right now. As far as, I think they're 0-30 right now or something like that.
Something like that,
So, you know, we'll see. I know the last show they beat up Sky High quite bad. So we'll see if Sky High gets the revenge on them or not. That's something that I kind of been looking forward to for a while. Just that extra mean streak. I told them that right here on the show that's what they needed from. They needed to harness that in so they can really get the next level they're looking for.
And you know who else who just debuted? I think he was very entertaining. Brett the Threat.
Oh yeah,
he was very
entertaining
on his debut. I enjoyed watching him wrestle. Definitely.
Oh yeah. Brett the Threat, definitely one of the real upstart prospects at FSW. Sure. Him and Nick have been just workaholics. We see them all the time at the facility, just putting in work. So that does not go unnoticed.
And that's obviously what you want to hear.
Yeah. You know, you want to hear that.
You know,
that's setting the tone for a lot of the other younger guys too. And you know, we're always there too. So we see them there, like, okay, let's get to work. And you know, they're training with us now. They're training with the advanced guys a majority of the time. So they're really putting in that type of energy so they can get things done quicker. So you can't be mad at that. Can't be mad at them really trying to get the best possible things out of it. So big shout out to Brett the Threat and Nick on that awesome situation. Yes, sir. We will be right back after a quick commercial, our last commercial break of the night. Then we'll get into Fresco's favorites and some more things as well before we head out. Do not go anywhere. And if you got a call, let us know. I'm right here. Bring the smoke.
Are you looking for a reliable place to get a haircut? Or is it time for your man to get that shape up? Look no further than Las Vegas's own A1 Barbershop. Located in the heart of the Boulevard Mall to fulfill all of your hair needs. With top-tier barbers such as Slow, artist Cushy Jackson, and Fresco's personal barber Brennan.
What you got in this thing? See what you got up in here, huh? See what you got for me. What's in here? You remember 97 ECW? New Jack? Big Grimes? Go!
Yeah, Before we get started, folks, let's roll some of that footage I got earlier, some pictures I had from last week's show showing the fly in all its definition glory. You see right there, of course, my boy Westinsky took that picture of me looking all fly before I took on Ice Williams for No Limits Championship, my first title shot of any kind at FSW. Of course, the first of many, many more to come. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You looking at all that. Of course, me putting the work on Ice, showing him exactly who the coldest wrestler actually is in the game, putting that knee on him. Also, peep the new trunks. They looking fly. Shout out to JJ Creations, on the plug for that. I feel like Okada when I put those on. You know how it goes. Feeling like Okada with my trunks on. Oh, man. All about progression, man. We started that year off right. Going after the No Limits champ. You can call me Fresco No Limits, Fresco No. And of course that is a cracking Christmas special album cover, movie cover, of course designed by my good friend Avery Scott. You're looking for anyone to make good designs. He makes all of my designs, including the Fresco Ready to Come Up, Fresco Forever. He makes all the great art, guys. If y'all want something like some Samurai Jack type shit, hit up my man Avery Scott up there on the spot. And look at, of course, my YouTube and my Facebook channel right there, The Fly Fresco-matic. Tell your friends, tell your family what's popping. Instagram, trying to get that up a little bit more. Check out my Instagram and, of course, the Twitter where I go wild at. Check that out, folks, as well. And we gonna keep it locked. And lastly, my YouTube channel where you can catch all the exclusive Fresco content, Fresco show archives, and exclusive matches.
Ooh, who's that?
And don't forget to check out Madam Rice. Madam Rice's channel as well. She does everything for hair care and self-care products, guys. Take care and check that out, y'all. All the plugs are there for you. All the plugs are there. So, Mr. Article Man, are you ready for some Fresco's favorites?
Yes, sir.
All right, Madam Rice, what do we got here for Fresco's favorites?
Paul George.
Okay, I said this earlier, but I got to say it again. He is the most picked on superstar in the NBA right now.
For sure.
Every time he has any kind of bad game, he gets crucified. And this has been wild, too. He's shooting 51% from three right now. He's shooting 44% from the field, 25, 6, and 8. He is playing MVP caliber. And I guess what? It's going to take that if he's going to get a lot of the funk off of him from all the ridicule in the past years. Your thoughts on Paul George?
I like Paul George. I'm glad to see him playing well. When he came back from the leg injury, easy guy to root for. I didn't think he caused. It didn't seem to me like he caused a lot of problems to, go to Oklahoma City in the first place. He did his time in Oklahoma City, so to speak, and he's getting his chance in his home. I think he's doing well. I'm rooting for the Clippers. I'd like to see Kawhi win another ring. I'd like to see the Clippers get the stench off him, I guess you could say, all the unfortunate losses.
If they can win just one championship, I will be the most satisfied sports person in the world. I've seen the Patriots win championships. I've seen my Royals win a championship. Golden Knights are due for a championship, in my opinion. Rebels are never going to win shit. I'm okay with that. The Clippers. I need to see that logo. I need to see the Clippers do it because they are the most hated team. They are the biggest story to me in sports. So it would be a great story to tell for them to win the entire thing. What do we got next?
Another one of my favorites, besides Drew McIntyre, is
Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, you do it a lot better than I do. Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns. Okay, he has been dynamite.
Absolutely incredible.
Dynamite. Just ever since he came back.
Yep.
It has been great. He makes SmackDown must watch.
Without a doubt.
I can't think of anyone right now who has got me more invested in what everything he says.
For sure.
From just him getting on a microphone, him talking, the way his demeanor is. I'm buying everything.
Right, absolutely. And Heyman's not putting him over either.
Yeah.
It's not in the way you've seen with Brock in the past.
It's wild.
He has been exactly what WWE needed.
Yeah, he's been a saving grace. He's been
for sure. He's
ascended above just main event guy. He's like must see Roman Reigns. Definitely. The whole thing with the Uso, now with Kevin Owens. Now he's made me care about Adam Pearce, who I haven't cared about in a long time in his match, because they're doing a great job with Roman Reigns, and it is astonishing to see God, because I didn't think they would do it. I thought for years they would just keep Roman the same way they always do, and to see him kind of just not only be the big dog, but also the tribal chief and all that stuff. It's different, man.
Well, one of the biggest things you see with heels is you have to have the investment. If you don't have the investment from the talent, then you're not going to get the product. And Roman has completely invested, and I think he's done a terrific job. And I'm happy to see it, because he was a lot like the guy that didn't get it done in the playoffs. Even though he'd been in Mania main events and won the belt number of times, he was still always the guy that everyone didn't really want to see.
Everyone had their doubts. Everyone sees
for him.
It's wild, man. It's wild.
Good for him.
Absolutely. What else we got next?
The FSW Network.
FSW Network. Now, this has been a new, of course, thing from FSW, creating a network to catch all live events most likely going forward, and all the archives from the past. Of course, even the Fresco show after syndicated broadcast can be on there at times. What's your thoughts early on the FSW network, and how ambitious is it to have something like that?
I love it. I think a lot of independent companies can do the same thing. Ben's done a great job, Ben Hall.
Shout out, Ben.
Getting that thing together. He told me when we interviewed him, he said that he didn't, he knows that a lot of companies have this. He wanted to find ways, like, what can we do differently? And I think they've been very, like you said, ambitious, going with the non-wrestling content with Mondo stuff and Primos, putting your show on the network. I liked seeing that too.
Yeah.
I think they're taking it from a different direction, and I think that's what's going to allow it to do well, because everybody can put their content out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What makes the most sense now for wrestling is just having content of all types.
For sure.
Matches are one thing. Talking on the mic is one thing, but being able to have, actual content with what you do that maybe, goes outside the lines a little bit of wrestling, but still in lines with wrestling because it's you that's doing it is great. Yeah, Mondo's show, Primo's show, all those shows are really cool to have. And just to catch all your, shows. If you can't be there live during everything, you always check it out, FSW Network. Don't forget to subscribe and check that out, guys, as well. You're going to catch probably the best wrestling in the Southwest and beyond, for sure. Anything else we got on Fresco's favorites?
WandaVision.
WandaVision. Are you a big Marvel fan by any chance?
I don't know much about that.
Okay, I got you. Okay, so I bought Disney Plus last year, right? Okay. I bought it only to get the Marvel shows. I'm a big Marvel guy. I love the movies and stuff. Okay. They're starting to do TV shows now. This Friday, we're getting WandaVision with Scarlet Witch and Vision. They're living in this alternate reality. It's very twisted, very, timey-wimey situation. I can't wait to see it. It's been a long time. 2020 really hurt Marvel as far as just momentum. Yeah. So, of course, no Black Widow movie came out of any kind. Nothing came out. It's one big long hold. So to see that happen is awesome. We're going to watch it probably the night it airs and to check it out. I'm hyped. Hopefully we can see things in theaters soon,
Is that movie going to be in theaters or is it a stream?
It's going to be a stream. It's going to be a stream. It's going to be a series, like a 6-part series. So it's going to be a Marvel budget put in that. So extra excited. That's for all my nerds out there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anything else we got on Fresco Flies? Anything else?
The last topic is the Fresco show, season number 1.
So, season 1 of the Fresco show. We did a lot of cool things. I want to thank everyone who's been sticking with us, checking things out, giving me a chance to really branch out. I think the Article Man, A1 Barbershop, Madam Bryce, my guy Aaron Elks behind the scenes. We really tried to make something different, in this time. So to have that go on was just, and have it be really successful the way it has been, it's been really, a dream come true. We're going to keep trying to improve it and bring the next level to this show. We'll always try to give you guys great content as well as engagement, because that's what we do here at the Fresco Show. We always try to create history and be better. So thank y'all so much. But before we go, it is time for the You in Trouble Now segment. And it's the easy one, really. This goes out to any and everyone who's got the balls to step up to me for the fight championship. People who have said I'm not worthy, or people who said I just get to the title, that's one thing to say. But I am the Fly, and I will fight you, and I will knock you down. So please don't get it twisted, and do not disrespect, because I will make an example out of you and anyone else. That goes for Brandon G. That goes for Joseph Atkins. That goes for Eli Quick. That goes for anybody. Anybody. I'm here this year to make an impact, no pun intended, to anyone who steps up to the plate and wants to fight the Fly. So this year we're all about upgrading and making things happen, and we're going to do just that, y'all. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah. So that's all the time we have here tonight. For the Article Man, for Madam Rice, I am Fresco Matic. We will see you again very soon on the Fresco Show. Everything is only temporary, but Fresco's forever. Ha ha.